Hello and thank you for watching. This is SDSC back again with LEGO Transformers G1 Optimus Prime version 2. It feels like just yesterday I built my last minifig scale G1 Optimus, but really it's been nearly 2 years and almost 100 LEGO Transformers between then and now. And while I still like that build a fair bit, in the time since, I had started to get new ideas for how to tackle the G1 Optimus design more efficiently. So I decided to make a brand new LEGO Optimus, more or less from the ground up. There's some aspects retained from version 1, but for the most part this is a brand new model. The goal here was to streamline Prime, and I think that really shows in the truck mode. The cab is far cleaner than before, with considerably less gaps and exposed hinges. I have to credit LEGO Transformer builder Josh C. for the window design. I borrowed it from his work-in-progress Optimus, which he actually hasn't posted publicly yet. Still, I highly recommend you check out his other awesome builds on his YouTube channel, linked in the description below. In general, I've gone for toon colors with Prime, which means no gray stripe and a bright white grille and bumper. Unlike last time, I've also been able to give him a side window, which is a nice detail to be able to squeeze in. On the sides of the truck, Prime has large blocky gas tanks, another detail that was missing last time. Turning him around is when the faults start to show. His head is kinda poking out the back. Unfortunately, I just couldn't get it to fit entirely within the small amount of space inside the cab. The bed of the truck is also a bit stretched, ending up a fair bit longer than it really should be. Again, that comes down to just not having enough space to compress his lower body any further into the cab. I could have maybe lessened the issue by making his legs shorter, but personally, I felt bot mode proportions took precedent over truck mode. The back also features 2 studs to potentially connect a trailer, and some small red taillights. And last but certainly not least, this time Prime is actually able to roll. That's all there is to say about truck mode, so now it's time to transform. Here we have Optimus in bot mode, where I think the model really shines. Just like in truck mode, things have been streamlined. The proportions are better, and the build is cleaner. There's less awkward hinges or ugly textures, and all around, I just think he looks incredible. Not to mention, he's more cartoon accurate than ever before. Taking a closer look, starting with the legs, in usual Prime fashion, his feet were hanging off the back of the truck, with the tail lights actually swinging back to be his heel support. Just like in the cartoon, his lower legs are entirely blue. I've tried to subtly imply the vents on his shins with the placement of 1x1 bricks. I would have liked to have something a little more 3-dimensional for that detail, but with how he transforms, the front faces of the legs have to peg together, leaving no room for anything to jut out. Unlike last time, I was able to fit small gas tanks onto Prime's knees. However, they are faux parts. The real gas tanks from truck mode actually become his thighs. I love Prime's torso. The clean color blocking and boxy shaping is just so good. Once again, I want to call out Josh C's great window technique that I've borrowed. While Prime's windows are supposed to angle slightly in bot mode, personally I thought this window design was just too good to pass up. I also want to call out that unlike last time, Prime's gray midriff was hidden away in truck mode and not formed from the bumper, meaning that I was able to have the cartoon accurate gray stripe and white grille. Prime's arms have been simplified quite a bit, and while I do miss the fun folding of my last Prime shoulders, I don't think you can argue with the results of the new design. His arms are so much more proportionate and now have the proper square shoulder pad. Prime's head is the one thing that hasn't changed from the last version, at least mostly. I have swapped his eye stud for a bright blue to bring him closer in line with my other G1 builds. Finally, we can address the elephant in the room, his backpack. This is the one thing I'm not happy with on Prime, but unfortunately I couldn't think of a better solution. His front wheels have to go somewhere, and there just wasn't enough room to embed them any deeper into his torso. In the end, I don't think it's terrible, but it's easily the worst part of the figure. I've built one accessory for Prime, and it's his iconic Ion Blaster, which can simply stud into his hand. If I'm being honest, I still really like my last version of Prime. I think it had some really cool ideas, especially in the transformation. However, while I miss some of the ingenuity baked into that older design, I do think this new take is an overall improvement. He's better proportioned, more accurate, and just looks incredible. I really love this build. And honestly, it does have me interested in maybe doing some more minifig scale G1 builds again. But I suppose only time will tell. Anyways, that's all I have for now, so I'll see you next time.